Okay, I want to go over my teaching philosophy and my teaching methods so that you have a better understanding of where I'm coming from as a teacher. First off, I think there is always a responsibility for both the teacher and the student in any kind of learning situation. As a teacher, I think it's very important that you're passionate about what it is you're teaching and that you're inspiring to your student. For me, it's always my intention to motivate the student in a way that helps them push through some things that maybe they haven't considered or things that they don't want to learn but are good for them. As a teacher, I feel it's partly my responsibility to influence them in that way. From the student perspective, I think the number one thing is that the student has to have a strong willingness to learn and a willingness to practice and work hard on what it is they're trying to do. That's number one. Number two, for me, I look for students that have a natural interest in music as a whole. It's very important. I look for the person that, listens to music all the time, the person that goes to concerts and buys music and has favorite bands and favorite singers and has an awareness of all the instruments, not just drums. For me, that is, those qualities are hugely important for my teaching method. My teaching method is not necessarily a stock standard way of teaching drums. It's not, here's how you hold the sticks, here's the drum rudiments, this is how you play really fast, here's a bunch of beats that you need to learn how to play. Of course I cover technique and vocabulary, but I get into some deeper, more musical kinds of things that even the beginner can grasp. And these things I feel are very important and need to be covered. Things like how do you develop a strong groove? Hugely important as a drum set player. Okay, and that involves, how do you hear things and how are you feeling the music? How precise are you with your placement? Those all affect your groove, and I have things to work on that. I also cover a lot on sounds, okay? Being aware of the sound that you're producing and realizing the possibilities for sound on the drum set. How do you get the sounds that you want to get, okay? I also do a lot of singing with my students. I think anytime the drums are being played by themselves, it's important to have them in a musical context, okay? You need that musical perspective because drums are an accompanying instrument. Rarely are they played solo. So you need to have that musical context, and I feel that singing things is the best way to do that. I also cover a lot on relaxation and focus. Being relaxed when you play, both physically and mentally, is very important. So I have, exercises and things to work on that aspect of your playing. I cover a lot on how to play with a metronome. Metronome is a great tool that can help you improve your groove and your precision, so I do a lot on that. Also, if you ever do any recording, a lot of times metronomes are standard in a recording studio, so it's important that you know how to play and how to work with a metronome. Of course, I cover a lot of different styles, jazz, rock, funk, country, bluegrass, reggae, Brazilian music, punk music, everything is covered in some way. It's important that drummers be versatile, I feel. Of course, we always have our favorite styles and our favorite things to play, but being a versatile player is very important. I cover song form and how do you chart that form, versus choruses, pre-chorus, understanding of all those things is important. I cover dynamics. How do you play very soft? How do you play very loud? drum tuning, drum setup, posture, and position for your body. Those things are all things that I try and cover with my students. I wanna create drummers that are well-rounded and that are musical. I'm not interested in creating drummers that just know how to play the drums really fast. It's not my intention. So yeah, I think that basically covers it. I hope that helps you understand where I'm coming from as a teacher and kind of what I look for in my students. And yeah, thanks for watching.